I'm Greg Smith, and I'm going to show you some simple ways that you can use the breath to calm down and relax if you're feeling anxious, and to lift yourself up if you're feeling down. The breath's a really powerful mind-body connection, and although we all breathe all the time, we don't usually stop to pay it much attention. But different styles of breathing change with different moods and different emotional states, and you can use the breath to influence mood and energy. So while it's a bit of an exaggeration, it's usually the case that when people are anxious, they don't breathe out, and when people are depressed, they don't breathe in. So when someone's anxious, you often find they tend to breathe in high into the chest, often a bit gaspy, a bit like getting a shock, not breathing out very much. And if you breathe like that, for a few rounds, you start to feel quite on edge. Sometimes it's a bit different. There can be a freezing up, like not much air going in or out at all. Sometimes with panic, it can be fast, but still usually high. And often if you ask someone feeling really anxious to take a deep breath, it's like they're trying to cram a bit more into the very top here because they haven't really breathed out. So for a breath to be calming, it really helps to extend the exhalation, to slow the breath down, and to breathe low if you can, to try to breathe using the diaphragm rather than just the sort of top of the lungs there. And when you breathe with the diaphragm down here, in line more or less with the bottom of the ribs, the lower ribs, the upper belly goes out a bit as you breathe in. So for a calming breath, it helps just to breathe in. If you can, try to draw the air low, and then breathing out slowly through the nose if you can, just releasing it to start with, but then extending the breath. You can use the abdominals, the belly, to squeeze in a bit at the end to make it a longer exhalation. And then breathing in, lower in the lungs if you can, using the diaphragm, breathing out just gently, just through the nose, or if your nose is blocked, just imagine breathing through a straw, a small opening in the mouth to slow the breath down. Squeezing in the belly at the end just supports and extends the exhalation. And again, nice and slow. And breathing out. And then squeezing in, squeezing the belly, extending the exhalation. So if you are trying that and already feeling pretty calm, you might not feel much difference. But if, say, you imagine a scale of 0 to 10, where 0 is totally relaxed, 10 is totally stressing out. If someone's an 8 on the scale, once they learn to control the breath like that, in the space of a couple of breaths, they can easily crank it down from an 8 to a 6, a few more breaths from an 8 to a 5. So in an anxious situation, they might not totally relax, but they're able to move back into a zone of being able to respond a lot better and to feel calmer and clearer headed with it. And if at the end of the day you want to relax, you can use that sort of breath just to help to really calm and to relax at the end of the day. Of course, if you have issues with anxiety or depression, please see your doctor. But I hope you found something in this short video that you found helpful or enjoyable. All the best.